welcome to today's episode. Today we have Tochi with us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, you want to do a short introduction about yourself?
Okay. So my name is Jun, and I'm in an insurance business. So I specialize in setting up people's wills and trusts.
Wills and estate planning. Is that what it's called? Estate planning.
Yeah, a lot of people call it estate planning, but when we talk about estate planning, people just assume it's property. Yeah.
But it's not true. It's about like the person when they
Yeah,
how
so
they divide the stuff, right?
planning for people's legacies, lah.
That's true. That's
to
true.
put it
Oh
put
my
it simply.
God. Okay, when I have a legacy, then I will look for him. Currently, no legacy at this point in time, so no need.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Thanks for coming today. Okay, sorry for my voice. It's a bit hoarse today, but sucks, eh? But never mind. I am curious, when did you start this journey? Okay, so as you can tell, he's quite young. When did you start this journey? How long have you been on this
I'd say
journey?
this is my 4th year. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty long.
Yeah, if you say 4th year as a self-employed, technically. Yeah, I would say 4 years ago. Previously I was in army, so afterwards I graduated from right. Yeah, but I signed on during army.
Oh,
Yeah, I
as
signed on.
the
As pilot.
oh,
RSF
okay,
pilot.
okay.
Yeah. So back then I think I just had to sign on because I didn't really know what to do at that point in
Like
time.
you were just buying time for yourself to figure life out.
Yeah. And since
Okay.
you're gonna serve army for the next 2 years, then I was thinking like, why not? At the end of the day, people ask you, hey, what do you do for a living? And like, hey, I'm a pilot. Oh,
Okay,
it sounds
sounds better than
quite sucky, right? Yeah, I was like, hey, what's the worst that can happen, man? You know?
I love that I hear that word.
Yeah, I know. I'm feeling a bit old, to be honest.
Do you want me to slap you
Um,
on camera?
Yeah.
Say you're old. Okay. So when did you? So you've been doing it for 4 years, and then how did you come to enter the industry? Is
Yeah.
like somebody call you, or like you saw a friend doing it, or what?
No, so it's actually quite related to me signing on. Yeah, so because when I signed on, then I had a spine injury. Yeah, then afterwards, that's how the insurance claims kind of came about. lah. Yeah, then I was asking a friend of mine, like, say, hey, I have insurance or not?
Oh my
Yeah, that's the first thing I would think, because back then it wasn't a small injury. Yeah, it was a herniated disc lah at that point in time.
Oh,
So
that's
there was this
really,
like
it takes very long to
yeah,
heal.
it's a permanent injury, basically. Yeah, there was a sharp shooting pain down my leg. Yeah, so afterwards I was like, hey, maybe I can claim. So after I asked, then I was asking my mom, I remember. I was like, hey, we got insurance or not? Then after that, she said like, no.
Oh
Then
no.
I'm like, 不可能 leh. Like, because
其实很多人没有。
yeah, exactly. I was quite surprised. Then afterwards I was asking her like, can't be lah. Then I asked a friend of mine and said, hey, can you help me check whether or not I have it? Then she did a whole thorough research on my whole like insurance background.
Your
Yeah.
history.
Yeah, basically my history. And then he really said like, I don't have.
Oh my
Yeah, so I was quite
goodness.
worried because 2 years of saving up, then I realized that like all
One
the
shot is gone already.
yeah, exactly. So I was really quite distraught lah at that point in time.
Oh,
But thank God, there's this like service injury thing. Yeah, so basically they cover you for army.
Because you sustained it in like
Yeah,
during that period.
correct, in the army. Then afterwards, very nice of them to insure for my back. Yeah, then afterwards that's how I got the experience of this insurance industry. Yeah, so I was asking my friend, say like, hey, actually, I'm paying like this amount of money, then how much you earn? I like very unfiltered.
So there was like the thought process after that.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I was asking like, hey, well, the money I put, not, it's quite a bit, Then I'm still buying it for my parents because they don't have it.
Yeah. Of
Yeah, then
course,
he was
yeah.
like saying, oh, is this? Then actually I earned this amount of money. I was like, wow, it's actually quite a bit,
It's quite a bit actually if you put in the work and time and effort.
Correct.
So you started. How long were you inside before you decided, okay, this is probably what I'm going to do? Maybe not for the rest of your life, but for the foreseeable future.
Oh man, I spent about 2 months, 2 months of exploring. Yeah, 2 to 3 months, give or take. Yeah, but I was exploring like plenty of agencies, then just walking in just to understand what was the industry about.
Okay.
Yeah, then ended up being with the company that I'm in right now. Then I just gave it a try lah, and I told myself like just give myself 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 year.
To try it out.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah,
then
like,
how did that
but
go?
not try, like really do my best because
Okay.
I gave up quite a bit. Yeah, I was in university, then afterwards I felt that whatever I was studying just didn't
Oh,
like
you studied.
a bit business and IT lah, of sorts. Yeah, business was great. You know, like I love business, but then
IT.
IT was really not my strong suit.
I think like coding, like
Yeah, yeah, you know, like
oh,
website programming,
oh my
coding,
goodness. That's
all
what my
the
husband does
yeah.
for a
Oh, really?
living, yeah.
Yeah. So you know, it's either business or IT. There's no like
It's very weird. It's usually people who are good at business will not be good at IT
yeah,
and vice versa.
exactly. But if you're able to do both, then that's why it pays so well.
Ah,
You
yeah,
know, so
yeah.
I think my parents were really like, hey, you know what, Tajun,
You
since now
should
you
go
finished, yeah,
try
you should.
it.
You know, but I really didn't enjoy it. Yeah, and neither did I really
So you dropped
enjoy
out of school.
uh 不要讲到这样啦 you know, but kind of, kind of. Yeah,
You
so
know,
it's
there are a lot of successful people who dropped out of school.
uh
It's no longer a...
but it takes a lot of courage, lah, you
Of
know,
course, because
to
you're going against the grain,
correct.
right? Where all your friends are doing that thing and you decided not to.
Yeah.
So you give yourself 1 year.
Yeah, I gave myself 1 year. Then I had this like goal in mind, like if I were to do this business, I must make sure that at least I earn more than as a graduate, whatever I'm studying.
Okay, so
that-
there was comparison there, lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, can't be ma. I
Yeah,
sacrificed then
obviously,
to, you know.
obviously.
Then after I just give it a try. You know, I didn't tell my my parents at the time. So I just like, okay lah, just keep quiet, you know. But I was wearing a suit all the time because we had to wear suits.
Obviously, as in like for school or for
For work, for work.
Oh yeah, because you have to look professional, ma.
Yeah, I think that's important, you know. Then afterwards, my mom was like, 为什么你每次一直穿 suit 的啊
Yeah,
Yeah, always wear suit. Then I was like, oh,
business, ma.
presentation, I got presentation.
天天
Yeah.
presentation.
Then afterwards, you know, it came to a point that she's like, it can't be. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Then afterwards, I was like, you know, I'm in the insurance business. Yeah.
Uh,
Then she was quite against it at that point. You know,
most parents are.
yeah,
Because they come from a point of wanting you to be safe, right?
exactly. So their stigma towards insurance was incredibly high. Yeah.
Most people are.
But
Till today also.
I said that there was nothing wrong with it because if I never had the insurance with from the army, then right now we'll be paying quite a lot of fees.
You will be very poor.
You could say that. You could say
At
that.
that point in time, because all your savings will be like gone, right?
Exactly. So afterwards, I said like, you know, 1 year, just let me do it. And she didn't really say yes or no. Silence means consent. Okay, go for it. Yeah, then that's how the journey
It's not like she can
started.
physically stop you, right?
In a way, you know.
Well, yeah, okay. So after that 1 year, you gave it your all, and then it worked out. So you decided to stay on.
Yeah, it did. So really thankful for a lot of my friends, family, and clients as of today lah, that they really put their trust in me. And then afterwards, did relatively okay. And then I still remember on my second year, then I brought my parents overseas because we never really had the opportunity to travel out of Asia. You know, so my dad always wanted to go. Was it Switzerland? And then my dad, my mom wanted to go Paris. Yeah, so I was like, you know what? We're just one shot out team. We just one shot go both. Yeah. So
It's near-ish lah, to be frank. It
Yeah.
is a France and Switzerland, yeah.
you know, so I was like, you can't be taking a 10 to 12 hour
And
flight
then
just
again, take again.
exactly. So I was like, you know what, just go one shot.
Okay,
Yeah. So I did sponsored for the trip. It was very expensive lah, honestly, you know.
Obviously.
Yeah, but it was well worth it because they were really happy. Then
How was the
afterwards,
trip? 2 weeks or so.
2 week plus
Yeah,
about there.
around
Yeah,
there.
I thought that was enough,
Yeah. Have
you
to
know.
be
And that
around
was
there.
our very first trip together as a family.
Oh,
Yeah, then I thought it was amazing. Yeah, then afterwards, I still remember during Chinese New Year, I was asking my mom, say like, hey, maybe I should go back to study uni. You know, then she said, 随便你 I was like, I thought 不是很想要去 uni you know?
The uni is a dream of our parents. And it's nothing wrong with it because they did grow up in a generation where you had to study to get good grades and get a job, right? To earn a living. That was the generation. So that's their thinking, right?
Yes.
That's how they were brought up. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the times have changed. And there's a lot of ways to earn income now that doesn't require a cert. So okay, this is another thing about Asian parents. The best way to make them agree is just 你看我做得很好现在 then they'll be like okay 也不错其实also okay lah.
You know, and actually one thing I want to add is that like I realized it's not that the parents don't want us to do it. It's just that they are scared to see their children fail.
They are scared. That's
You
why I'm saying it comes from a place of safety. They want you to be safe and well.
Yeah,
It's not like they hate you or what, right? Okay, so this is a question that I love to ask, especially when it comes to insurance agents.
Okay.
But thankfully he's also insurance, right? Estate plan.
Yes.
Okay. What is the biggest misconception people have about your career?
Maybe I should ask you. What do you think?
Yeah, my sister is one.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
then that's
My
perfect.
sister is so many
Yeah.
people who do insurance on my show. Not because I'm trying to sell insurance here, people, please. It's just that it's what I like is, like you say, it takes a lot of courage.
Yeah.
Because you're doing something that is different from everybody else. The moment you do something that's different from everybody else, it requires courage.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So what is the biggest misconception that that the people have about when you say AI in the insurance industry?
I think the biggest misconception, it's not so much of the stigma. You know, it's the fact that some people feel, oh, you don't know what to do with your life. That's why you become an insurance agent. I feel like quite a bit of people.
Really?
Okay, maybe not our generation. Maybe perhaps the older generation. Because back then, maybe that business was like for people who couldn't study. You know.
Yeah, they grew in different times.
Yeah.
So their conception, their idea of stuff can be different.
Correct.
Also.
So to speak to the elderly, especially our parents or our relatives, right? And what are you doing? Then I'm in the insurance business or 保险. If you why you don't study? All this kind of thing. Yeah, correct. So I would say that that being the biggest misconception, because to enter this business, you really need to know what you want in life. Because
and you need to study also, what? To enter the business, you need to go for certs and stuff, right? To be certified.
Yes, correct.
It's not I want to be an insurance agent.
There's quite a lot of things to study actually.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot. So.
That's why it's like people, it's so that they anyhow, okay, please.
Yes, exactly. So that's the biggest misconception is that actually a lot of people who have dreams and goals, right, and they know how to achieve it, they maybe perhaps insurance industry is one of them.
I think insurance property is too, because it's a self-management kind of process, and I think you grow a lot as a person.
Exactly. I think in like consultancy, sales nowadays, these are the ones that actually can help a lot of people get out of or maybe achieve whatever financial dreams that they have. So
I think financially, because there's no cap,
in a way.
Yeah, there's no cap in the sense that if you work at it long enough, hard enough, you get the results. It's not like you go to a company, you OT. They don't give you OT payments sometimes.
Correct. They always sell like, you have to be paid for whatever hours that you put in, like the self-employed dream. As cliche as it sounds, it's true.
It is true.
Yeah.
It's the same for entrepreneurs, but technically speaking, insurance industry is a bit like an entrepreneur in a way, because you manage your time. There's nobody to say, hey, Tajin, you need to be at work at 9. But if you don't do it, you don't see results.
Correct.
Right. How has that helped you grow as a person?
Damn. Like flashback 4 years back.
Like 你想到当年的你
Yeah.
跟现在的你 how have you grown as a person?
Oh, a lot. Really, really a lot. I think I can't even
memorable.
Yeah, I can't even begin to explain how I was back then. Yeah. Because back then when
Okay, translation, that's fine, okay.
Yeah, it's true. Back then, I really didn't do anything with my life. So it's like the typical, I wake up, then after that, watch YouTube, play games, don't work, go with friends, chill, chat, then.
But it's aimlessly basically.
That's my day-to-day life. Yeah, so I think also basic etiquettes, for example, like being punctual and things like that. Yeah, then I'll. It's okay lah, late, then I'll just tell my friend, hey, late 30 minutes, 1 hour late, or things like that.
1 hour 吃大饼
I think it's quite normal nowadays. Yeah, but then when it comes down to like maybe perhaps you meeting a client, you can't like, hey, sorry, can I just be 1 hour late? Things like that. So I mean, I had that experience in my first year because like old habits die hard. You know what I mean?
You needed time to build in the new habit.
Correct. Yeah. So this job really taught me the hard way that like, whatever you were previously, you can't bring it into this business, especially when a business that requires you to be client facing.
Also be disciplined.
Yes, correct. So to sum it up, to be disciplined.
Disciplined and consistent.
Yes, consistent is really key.
Key, right?
Yeah.
Consistency is a key for a lot of things, especially if you want to do well. You just need to keep at it.
Correct. You know, I think for those who are maybe studying and things like that, then they're doing really well. I'm pretty sure they're really consistent with how they study and things like that.
Yeah, there's a system, they have certain set timings and then things like that.
Exactly. It's just how you implement it into your life. Yeah. And I think that that's what changed the most for me, in terms of setting up daily habits. Yeah, good habits.
Of course,
Yeah.
good habits. Only with good habits that you can replace the not so good ones.
Correct.
Or those that are not serving you.
Yes.
Put it that way. Okay, so we talked about your greatest growth, right? What is the most painful lesson that you have encountered in this journey?
Painful.
Or memorable, however you want to put it. Something that comes to mind when I talk about pain in the industry.
Just one. Just one.
You can do 3 if you want.
Oh, there's a lot actually.
Yeah, I know there's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's usually a lot. I mean, it's how you grow.
Yeah.
You need lessons to grow.
I think losing friends. That was that was the biggest.
Okay, I got a question. Losing friends because of your industry or losing friends because you grew as a person is a different.
One side of me will say that I grew as a person, that's why I lost those friends. But the other side is like because of this industry. Yeah.
What do you mean one side or the other side? I'm sure you know like how. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe I can share it with you, right?
Yeah,
So, I think back then, you had this bunch of friends, and then afterwards it's just all play or do whatever you want.
There was
in life.
certain lifestyle. They have certain lifestyle habits.
So
Okay.
upon like entering the business, then usually we have this idea of like, oh, maybe you know what you want to know in maybe 1 year, 5 years, or like 10 years lah. Yeah. Then I created a path for myself. Like maybe perhaps I should do something in my life, and then afterwards in 5 years' time achieve perhaps this accomplishment. Yeah. So when I set that for myself, then I kind of came out of the bubble, of my friends, and then sometimes our ideas won't
It was not aligned.
Yeah,
It's not
we're not aligned now.
Okay, once again, there's nothing wrong. Okay, it's just a different path. That's all.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even till today, then when it doesn't align, sometimes like the conversations that you have and then the frequency that you are at is very different.
Yes.
Yeah. Then sometimes on my end and even till today, I sometimes have to ask myself like, am I at it wrong? Yeah, because I felt that actually I'm not the most interested, or sometimes I don't even know what to say. Yeah, to the point that I feel like I am just being there for the sake of being there. Yeah, and I believe that my friends felt it as well, and that we had that distance, yeah. Then the distance became bigger and bigger to the point that they feel like, hey, you know what? Maybe the
They always like that. They always say that about you. Like okay, then it sounds like it's because you grew as a person. You joined the industry, yes, but because of this, it made you think about life differently, and that made you grow as a person. It made you have goals.
Yeah.
It gave you a purpose. So then your time management is different. The way you view time is different.
Yeah.
The way you spend time will be different.
Correct.
Would that be right?
Yeah, it's spot on actually.
Yeah, so then your lifestyle habits are different, and therefore you will find new friends. That's it. And it's sad. It's sad, but everybody who goes through a period of growth, right, will go through this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
But you have new friends, huh? I mean, the old friends were great. I'm not saying there's no this thing going on here. Old friends were great, but it's like at different stage in life, you will have different people. That's it, lah.
And I don't think that just because like you lost those friends, then you can't be friends anymore. Because I've never been a believer in like, oh, you lose your friend, then I'm not gonna talk to you ever again.
There's no hatred, lah. It's just that because your lifestyle is so different now.
It's like
your habits are so different now.
Yeah, just talk it out. Like sometimes I screw up. Yeah. So I think one more issue was that like as self-employed, or sometimes as entrepreneurs, you become super busy.
You will become busy.
So sometimes the priorities start to change, and then you don't spend enough time, or then you say the wrong things. Then some people might feel like, oh, why are you saying this kind of thing? And then you've changed, and we do it unknowingly. You know what I mean? It's like we're just in that process of evolution or change.
What are the wrong things that you said? I'm just curious.
Okay, so.
It's
tough to say. It's very tough to say, but
if you're talking off camera.
Yeah, I mean off camera. But I don't mind sharing about this. I don't mind sharing about this because I feel that maybe
As much as you're comfortable sharing.
yeah,
Okay.
right. So I had this really good friend, lah, right?
Mm.
This bunch of good friends. Then afterwards, I so happened to like, there's two different names. So I was basically talking about business, right? So I was
Okay.
speaking to another guy,
Mm.
and then both had the same name with almost identical wallpapers.
Oh, so you thought you were talking to guy A, but actually you were talking to guy B.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So let's say guy A was my really good
Uh,
friend.
uh,
I was talking to guy B. Then because guy B wasn't that close to a friend, so the way I spoke to him was very, very formal.
it's professional lah.
Yeah, which in a way, right, whatever I said was actually to my good friend. But I didn't know, because I was just so busy.
Yeah, you were just typing stuff out lah.
Yeah, then
Okay.
my head wasn't really right at that point in time. Then afterwards, I think that from that it grew to become a much bigger thing.
Huh?
Yeah, like
Oh.
like wow, is this how the gym would react to me if maybe, but let's say like if I was talking to them about insurance,
No.
then maybe there wasn't an opportunity for insurance. Then afterwards, my reply later on would be as such.
Mm-mm.
And then like, wow, so this is how the gym speaks to me if let's say I don't get insurance from him, things like that. But I didn't really mean to be like that.
But did you text him afterwards saying that, hey, sorry, this text was actually was somebody else and I
No,
just
so that's
texted
the thing.
this
I
thing.
never realized that that was the
You never realized
yeah,
until when did
because
you realize it?
until I realized that it was a problem when we met lah.
Oh, so that
Yeah.
was very long
Yeah, it was
time.
quite a while back. So, then after I didn't know. So then I went back to check all the texts. I was like, oh my God, I've been texting the wrong person the whole time. Yeah, so
That guy's
afterwards,
about this person never reply me.
something along those lines like, I mean, he's not a client at the end of the day,
Okay, okay, okay,
we're
okay.
just
It's just an acquaintance.
correct,
Like,
just finding business opportunities.
okay, I get what you mean.
So, yeah, it's quite funny now that I think about it. But I'm still very sad because I never got the chance to really properly explain myself. Yeah, because I always wanted to tell them lah, like I didn't mean to put it out like that.
It was just
my-
a text sent to the wrong person,
yeah,
people. If you're watching this, come on.
yeah,
Okay, it's just a text sent to the wrong person. I'm sure you've done it.
yeah, and
But because you didn't realize it
right,
until 10,000 years later.
yeah. Of course, they had to mention it before until I realized it lah, right?
Oh, you see, 就是这样咯，你 just 讲出来就 OK 了嘛。
Correct. So I've always wanted to apologize, but we never had the opportunity
Like
to
a
meet.
conversation.
Yeah,
Like
then from there, wow, from one, then
it just escalated.
yeah, escalated very, very quickly. Then I was like, okay. So that was a very bad experience in terms of
It
like,
must have been a painful time.
yeah, it was tough, man.
So the lesson was that you need to check your text properly before you send.
Yeah. Check the number, check the name, give him a call.
Is
Hello?
this the right person
Yeah.
sending this to?
Yeah, correct. I mean,
Oh.
yeah, but other than that, I think that's about it in terms of the career wise. Yeah. There was also one more thing. I think because we're in the insurance industry, like we are providing something that's not very tangible. Like you buy insurance.
It is not tangible until something happens to you.
Correct.
But then it becomes very tangible.
Yeah. So that's when I had my first encounter of a claim. Yeah. So it wasn't a very nice claim. It was like a death claim. Yeah. Then that was when I realized that
Usually insurance claims are not nice. It's always something.
yeah, it's crazy. So when I had that very first one, right, then that was when I realized that like, wow, this is very, very different. Like whatever I've done for the past perhaps 3 years, right, it all results to this lah. That
Yeah,
if I had
yeah.
not, approached them and then perhaps done the work that maybe not everybody would do, they wouldn't be perhaps slightly better off lah. Due
I
to a
get
lack
what
of
you
better
mean
word.
lah. Yeah. I mean, not that we are celebrating
Yeah.
deaths, but it's just that like you are able to help take away some practical concerns so that they can grieve properly and not like be worried about other things at the same time.
Yep.
I think that is what okay, so those are like wow, okay, that is not easy. But okay, I can tell that Jun is a kind and sentimental guy. For me, I'm like if he cannot keep up.
不要讲到这样啦。
我是这样的
Is it?
because okay, I'll take this off camera unless you want to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was very interesting and thanks for sharing that. So I thought about and what was is your proudest moment? Do you have a proudest moment? Is that when you brought your parents for the overseas trip? Was that a proudest moment?
I'll say that's one of them. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, we weren't financially the best. And that's also the reason why I signed on in the first place. Yeah, we just needed some money, and then I felt that I didn't want to waste these 2 years lah.
Yeah, might as well lah.
Yeah, and let's be honest lah, I studied business and IT, nothing related to like aerospace or
Piloting.
piloting or whatever not, you know. Yeah, so I just felt that it was a good career, and then perhaps I can give it a try. And then if let's say I did excel in it and it pays well, why not? You know, but it came to a point that like I didn't really enjoy whatever I was doing, you know. But then you could always do whatever you enjoy and perhaps earn the same amount or maybe slightly better. Yeah, so to be able to really bring my parents overseas was something that I never imagined I would be able to do at the age of like what, 23, 24? Yeah, so it was just small wins lah, small wins at the
I
end of
think
the
I
day.
would say it's a pretty big win. I realize there are a lot of people who step out and do things that other people are not doing. It's usually out of for family, for their loved ones,
Yeah.
for themselves also, just to give themselves and their loved ones a better life. And there's nothing wrong with it. I think there's something to celebrate, I feel. So that's just me. Okay. Thanks for sharing about your illustrious career. Illustrious.
Okay lah.
It's illustrious lah, okay? Very illustrious, okay? And for courage. Now we are going to do things a little bit more personal. This
我还以为已经很 personal 了。
the career 的嘛
Okay, okay, okay.
!aiyo!
Cool,
The
cool.
show is called Sip and Share. Okay, for those of you guys who have been watching us for a while, you know that usually I put the questions on the tree, but I've just changed the setup a little bit, so we will just now pick from here. These are like a bit more people as a person now. What color you want?
Okay,
Oh,
lucky
teddy bear.
color 是 blue.
Blue, huh?
Ah,
Okay,
blue.
来，我们看什么？
Okay, 来。
I promise you
Wow.
guys, I have found a better prop than this thing, okay? But it's just not here yet. Oh, this is a good one. What is the best piece of advice that has stuck with you? About life, about anything. That somebody it doesn't have to be whatever thing that somebody said to you that you felt has really helped you. Or just stick with you lah. Oh, this is
The best piece of advice.
not best lah, I would say like something that has stuck with you. Because best is very subjective. What works for you may not work for me, and vice versa.
Yeah. I would say okay lah, it's a short quote, but it's just impacting life always.
Impacting life always, as in for
impacting lives.
that is the quote, huh?
It's slightly longer lah. Yeah, it's slightly longer.
But that is the part that stuck with you.
Yeah, correct. Impacting lives always.
Is that how you live life? I would say.
Yeah, it is. It is. I feel that in everything you do there must be a purpose. Yeah, I feel that nowadays a lot of people they do things without a purpose, and that's why they perhaps they don't enjoy it.
They're not living life.
Yeah, and then suddenly got this quarter life crisis, which is fine. I had it too because
You had it.
yeah, I had it too.
At what age do you have a quarter life crisis?
Wow, I think I don't know, 18.
Is it even quarter?
Okay lah. Hey, technically, if quarter life 25, that means you can live till 100.
Yeah.
Really?
No, okay, I'm pretty sure, given our generation, if you don't smoke, if you don't do drugs, if you don't drink excessively, with the medical advancements nowadays, you can easily
yeah.
live to 100.
It's true. It's true.
Especially if in Singapore where medical is actually quite advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 25 considered quarter life. So you 10% life.
10% life. 2/10. No lah. But yeah, I would just say that impacting lives is really important lah. In whatever we do, if we are able to feel that we have helped somebody.
Making a difference.
Yeah, making a difference.
Or adding value.
Right. And nowadays when I see a lot of people who genuinely enjoy their jobs, they feel that they really did impact in a way.
It's very, even if the job that they do is not impactful, like not saving lives or anything, I think the passion, the determination, and the grit that they show in doing what they do helps to infect others around them.
Yep.
With that enthusiasm, that purpose,
Yeah, correct.
that drive. That's what I feel like personally.
It's nice, like there's this energy that you will radiate.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, you are able to, if possible, influence others. and then others would maybe perhaps bring this energy to other people as well.
It's a ripple effect,
Yeah, correct.
right? Energy and vibrations are contagious.
Yes. So I'm always a strong believer in that. Yeah. So in whatever I do, if I can, try to do something that can perhaps impact somebody's life in any way. It can be
Absolutely.
from giving advice to just doing something small.
Yeah, I know, just whatever you can do to make life better, I feel. Okay, thanks for that. Impacting lives always. Okay, now into maybe
One more.
two more.
Oh, come on. Okay. Brown,
No,
brown
but it's
or
not
beige.
beige. I don't know what color is it, khaki, whatever. Oh, this is what we spoke earlier about. Today
Okay.
is your last day on earth. What will you be doing?
Oh, actually, I know you gave me a question just now. I was like, wow, actually, I don't know. There are too many things that I want to do. Because
That means you're not filtered enough yet. Today is your last day. 24 hours. What are you gonna do?
actually, if it was really my last day, I think I'll just spend time with my family and loved ones. Yeah, really simple. Yeah.
There's nothing when it comes to death door, right? It's always the loved ones that
Yeah, I know, right? So,
yeah, you just gather people around. Okay, 来快点，我们 spend 24 hours 在一起。
like all the secrets just 讲出来。
没有可能不要讲会比较好一
Oh
点。
yeah, 等一下没有，真的没有 end
那个钱全部铺腿要花了。
Yeah, just enjoy man, just enjoy.
Okay, so this is the last question we will do.
Okay.
Then we'll move on to the last segment.
Okay, green.
Green. You don't like teddy bear, so sad.
我想 color 我的 lucky colors.
你今天穿果然你喜欢 color。
没有耶，你看 brown, blue 还有 represent
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
If you had an alter ego, what would their name be and what would they be like?
Alter ego.
Yeah. If you could be, if you cannot think about alter ego, think of your favorite superhero.
Damn. 哇，
Stress.
这个
我觉得他来我的时候我就很 stress。你可以 relax 一下吗？
我很 relax 耶 actually 我在想alter ego
Yeah, alter ego.
Okay, I think maybe perhaps not a name lah, but maybe perhaps just making sure that everything's fine. Because I realized that, as entrepreneurs or self-employed, there's so much shit going on.
All
Really
day,
that-
every day.
Yeah, exactly. Then let's say if you're managing a team or a company or whatever, you realize that you cannot break down. You cannot say like, oh, everything's jialat lah,
Yeah, because your people will look at you like, huh? Don't you like that?
Yeah,
Oh, what's that together?
exactly. So I've come to create this like persona of like, everything's fine. Wow,
Just
raining fire, all this kind of thing. It's just a normal day, man. It's
那
just
个天塌下来 it's okay.
yeah,
you can deal with
exactly.
it.
It's true. And then it has become such a part of my life to the point that a lot of people always think that, wow, no problem lah.
I was just gonna say this, that you can have that persona at work, but don't bring it into your personal life. You need to.
Yeah, I learned it the hard way as well, like
yeah, because the breakdown will come,
correct, yeah.
and it will always come at the most unfortunate time
Does.
and impact the most unfortunate
Oh.
people. Usually, people around you that no idea what's going on, suddenly you just boom, and then you're, huh?
Yeah, right.
What's going on here?
It hits them hard.
Yeah, it is. And because okay, we can take this conversation off
Mhm.
camera. So okay,
Yeah.
so that was your alter ego. So your alter ego is what? Somebody who is making sure everybody's okay.
Yeah, I mean poker face, everything can gao dim, chop chop easy, no
Your
problem.
alter ego is
Yeah.
boring.
Basic 就是很 basic 的。
Okay lah, to be frank, 真正 entrepreneurs 都是很 basic 的。Okay? This is how they keep their lives as simple as possible because they already have a lot of stuff to do. Okay? Now it's time for the wheel of misfortune.
哇，酷诶，effort 呀。Yeah.
Okay, the wheel of misfortune has very different misfortunes. Misfortunes here. You can choose to do it or not to do it, but if you choose not to do it, I will hit you with the scary hammer.
Okay.
Scary not?
Yeah.
So scary, huh?
Yeah, very scared.
Okay, 你看这个是那 pointer, you can just you spin
Try
it.
the spin.
There's a you are safe 啦，之前没有的嘞。
哦，是咩？
啊
Oh, okay.
back
Wow.
review.
Back.
哇，Peter you are safe.
Yeah，我是在 manifesting 的这个。
你要跟你讲，你听到没有 ？Scared 了。
Okay. So how?
Okay, let's okay. Okay, what?
Okay.
You spin. You
Okay,
just
okay.
you just spin. 我要觉得他
我要 manifest 一下。
manifest 什么啊？Sing your shower song， 这个是 Sing your shower 还是 Tree Cube？ OK， 我给你选的，你要 Sing your shower song 还是 Tree Cube？
哇，不要欸，Hello，可以欸。
你看他只注意他会做 Cube
哇
poses，I had this guy called Clarence on。
啊哈，
Okay, you guys haven't watched it. It's one of the episodes there, but yeah, he got the 3Q poses. He 纠结 for so long, but then he was like, okay, it's a chance for me to do something I've never done before. Courage 啊！你觉得 3Q poses 还是 sing your shot, sing your shot?
，sing 是不可能，cause I
是
don't
不可能
yeah I don't sing at all.
Why?
Just not my thing oh. Yeah, I prefer listening. I just listening music then just enjoy.
Okay, so
know.
you want to do 3Q poses?
I don't have a choice lah. That's the only one lah.
You can have a choice. There's a choice. You can be hit by the hammer of misfortune, the scary hammer.
So what, just 被打人这样啊？
就是这样哦。Anti-climax 的啦，我跟你讲。
So 3Q 不知道做什么？
你看你要做什么会去吗？
他 just post 3 times.
Yeah, you put the camera, then we use it as a thumbnail.
可以，sure，做 OK，做咯，我做。
第一个出来了。
哦，啊不可以 I still need to like show everybody that everything's going well.
You know, nowadays, right? There's no time for. I would say this it
Yeah.
requires a lot more courage to be vulnerable than to be strong all the time.
It's true.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Today I asked you to go on stage and speak. Maybe you're nervous, but today I asked you to go on stage and cry in front of everybody. Which
Yeah.
one was?
It's tough.
Correct. So it's an opportunity for you to practice.
Mm.
Come 3Q poses.
Okay.
I know. Okay, this is not a show. Okay. 你要做什么样的时候，他的名字跟我闹了。
呀，哦，这 OK。
你要我收你吗？
啊，
还是你经常有I don't know 看 K drama 还是？OK， 那我们做一个最 common 的。你可以做 Q 一点吗？Okay, this is the first one. Second one 你要做什么
Actually, I always do this.
？Okay. This will be a good thumbnail.
Yeah.
Okay.
要 focus on 我的 double chin.
再做多一次，你那个打不起。OK， 很好。最后一个啦，可以啦，难。
这一个 I don't know bro. 好。
OK，这样也是可以。OK，very good，well done。
Okay, thank you.